All right, today we're going to try something a little different. We're going to build an entire scientific deep dive, a whole explainer from scratch. And we're not using complex data or a stack of research papers. Nope, we're using just one single source, just this one simple photograph.
And here it is. Take a look. It's a cat, just lying on a floor. Seems totally ordinary, right? Maybe even a little boring. But believe it or not, this one picture, this is the entire foundation for everything we're about to figure out together.
So, you have to ask yourself, what secrets could possibly be hiding in such an everyday scene? I mean, really, what can one static image teach us about biology, genetics, or even what's going on inside that cat's head? Well, let's find out. Time to start digging.
Okay, first things first. We're going to treat this like a real investigation, and any good investigation starts with building a profile of the subject.
So check this out. This simple fact sheet totally reframes how we're looking at this, right? We're not just seeing a pet anymore. We're observing a specimen. The species, Felis catus. The phenotype, its observable traits, is an orange tabby. Its current state is at rest. And the environment is clearly domestic, indoors. Just by laying out these basic facts, we've set a clinical scientific baseline for everything that comes next.
All right, from that baseline, let's peel back the first layer. Let's talk about the cat's posture. I mean, at first glance, it just looks like a lazy sprawl, doesn't it? But what you're seeing is actually an active and very deliberate biological strategy. That whole pose, it's a masterclass in something called thermoregulation. And that's a fancy word for something you and I do all the time. It's just keeping your core body temp stable. For this cat, though, it's a deeply ingrained evolutionary skill. Think about it. It's a holdover from its desert-dwelling ancestors who had to be absolute pros at staying cool under a blazing sun. So how does it work? It's actually genius. By stretching out like that, the cat is maximizing its surface area against that cooler floor. This lets it dump excess body heat super efficiently. At the exact same time, by relaxing all its muscles, it's saving precious energy. It's a brilliant two-for-one deal, just pure biological efficiency in action. But wait, there's more. The cat's body isn't just telling us a story about staying cool. Its color, that distinctive ginger fur, points to a totally different secret, one written deep inside its genetic code. And that leads us to this, which is a really surprising fact about ginger cats. Did you know that about 80% of them are male? Only 20% are female? So why the huge imbalance? Well, it's no coincidence. It comes down to straight-up genetics. The reason is actually pretty simple once you know it. The gene that gives a cat that orange fur is located on the X chromosome. Now, think back to biology class. Males have one X and one Y chromosome, right? So they only need to get that orange gene on their one X to be ginger. But females, they have two X chromosomes. So to be fully orange like this, they need to inherit that gene on both of their X's, which is just way less likely to happen. So boom! Just by looking at its color, we can make a pretty solid guess that our subject here is a male. Okay, so we've covered the body and the genes. For our last trick, let's zoom in even closer and see if we can get a peek inside the subject's mind. Okay, look closely at its head. Specifically, look at its eyes. See that? The cat isn't just zoned out, staring into space. That gaze is directed. It's focused. It's locked onto something just outside the picture. That is not a vacant stare, my friends. That is active surveillance. So what's it looking at? What has captured its attention so completely? Could it be a super high-frequency sound from a TV that we can't even hear? Maybe the faintest smell of food from the kitchen? Or what about the tiny, almost invisible movement of an insect on the wall? It could even be the sound of footsteps, a familiar person about to walk into the room. Every single one of those possibilities just highlights the incredible sensory world this cat lives in. It's like it has superpowers compared to us. Okay, let's put all the pieces together. We've got the heat-regulating posture. We have the genetic story written in its fur. And we have that intensely focused gaze. So what's the verdict? What does it all mean? It means this isn't just a picture of a cat lounging around. No way. This is a snapshot of a masterclass in biological efficiency. What you're looking at is a living, breathing showcase of perfect harmony. You've got biology managing its temperature, genetics defining its appearance, and complex behavior constantly scanning its world. And all of that, every bit of it, is captured in one single quiet moment. And really, that's the big takeaway here.
If a single, simple photo of a cat can hold so much science, so much richness, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden complexities, what other amazing stories are just waiting to be discovered in the everyday world all around you?